Guns, gun control, dominating national discussion, obviously since the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School. But on this program, we've been talking about it for years now. So when we make guns our topic of conversation, you at home, you're getting ready with some really good insight. Last night we couldn't get to it, but I wanted to this evening spend a little time on some of the comments that you folks sent in when we asked you if a local newspaper, the Journal News, had gone too far in publishing the name and addresses of every registered gun owner in New York's Hudson Valley. Now, here's more of what you had to say. And again, here was our question. Should a gun owner's information be made public? Well, let's start off with Austen, who writes, no. Why should it be? This is the very reason some Americans are against gun registrations, because that information can be used against them. This list is an invasion of privacy. And this next one comes from NYC Resistance Logic. Why should licensed gun owners be treated the same way we treat criminal sex offenders? This has become an Orwellian police state witch hunt of law-abiding citizens that don't want to be dependent on police for safety. A little scary. Helena says, yes. Thank you, getting to the point. And Ronald Paul, I don't think that Ron Paul, says not only should it be, it has to be. Lee Evans, I do like the idea of ridiculing gun owners, but this isn't the way to do it. It can reverse the intent by having the criminals locate the people who don't own and make them marks for robbery. Let's save all that stuff. The idea of people targeting people and where they're, but I'm sorry, I disagree, and I believe we need stronger. When you bought a gun, you had an expectation, fairly or not, I know there isn't a legal right of privacy, but you didn't expect to be in the paper that way. And I just thought for what the paper set out to do, and that's why the Brady Law Center was against this idea, I think they did more harm than good for anyone trying to have a conversation, because now you injected the whole rights of privacy into this thing, which it shouldn't have been in the first place.
I think it was a modern day shaming. I think this was the modern day equivalent of putting people feet and hands in the stocks in the village square and come and throw fruit at them.
No,
it's absolutely what it was.
No,
Look,
it's not.
A few moments ago we talked about
the modern equivalent of going, they have a gun.
No, it's the modern day equivalent of a leftist organization, the Journal News, coming out and publicly shaming because they believe.
Listen, I know the Journal News, I wouldn't have called them lefties, but okay.
Listen, look, it's the contribution. They're certainly not the NRA. They're certainly not the right. This was their contribution to moving the goalpost and changing the conversation.
Don't you want to know?
From constructive to what?
I got one neighbor I wouldn't mind if they had a gun. I trust them. I think they're fine. I got another neighbor, if I found out that they're on this list and they have a gun,
a lot of those addresses are inaccurate. A lot of those addresses are inaccurate. A lot of those names are inaccurate.
Which makes the database even less effective.
It's a legal right to have it. What are you going to do if they have one?
I'm not going to do anything. I might be a little more careful around their property. I might be a little more careful when dealing with them.
I
might not steal their parking spot.
They could
have said this many guns are in this many homes.
I've been going back and forth on this. Legally, they don't have a right to privacy. There's been no litigation that says that. The Journal News didn't appear to break any laws.
But how about
do I think that public shaming or perception of public shaming is a good tool in this debate? I'm not entirely sure, because there are a lot of responsible gun owners, but unfortunately there are a lot of irresponsible gun owners
too. These might be the most responsible.
I don't think this was the platform to get it done. I think you talked about before distractions. This is just one of them.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be right back.